Right. All right, we are live. Hello and welcome to TCR Season 10, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for Silver Class. With me in the commentary box, I have Conoloft, and my name is Flying Jippo. Conoloft, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. It's a beautiful day, and a beautiful day to be racing in Yas Marina Circuit.
Can't say the same for the beautiful weather.
Yeah, honestly, look at the clouds. I mean, gorgeous. One of the only tracks you really get that the day-night transition, and we could be hitting pretty dark in the race day. But anyway, currently Bam is on pole by 0.2 of a second over Lazo. That is, I mean, it's pretty close, but from these other drivers, you could be expecting a bit more performance, maybe get a bit closer in there to Bam.
Well, I just seen Paz has gone fastest in Sector 1, so he's coming through the middle part of Sector 2 on the back straight now. Just picking up the RS.
On board. Going really close to the inside line there. Probably
trying to take the shortest way.
Yeah.
And he goes purple again, so huge pace from him.
Purple first and second sector for Paz.
Yup. You need to be a little bit closer to the curb on that, but that's not a bad exit.
No, not at all. You wanted to brake really hard here. Hit the apex nice and early. Yep. Doing a pretty good lap here.
No wheel spin. This has been pretty, yeah. No wheel spin either.
Right up to the wall. Inches between his tire and the wall there. Coming to the final corner. What lap time will he set?
Will it be pole? Oh, he gets a little loose at the line.
But it's second.
It's second. So he lost.
Dorian, wow.
Oh, Dorian, wow. Yeah.
A 133.7. So it's game on here for the silver drivers here.
Lazo has backed out of his lap, it looks like. Yes, he has. Yeah, Lazo has backed out of his lap, but I think Scodia is coming to the line right now.
So the two Renault teammates. Oh no, Shokadia!
Oh, and Shokadia goes first. Yeah.
By 0.2. That's a really good lap from Shokadia. Hats off to him.
Yeah. And Cruz just goes into 7th with a 134.4. Not a bad lap from him either. I mean, if you think about it, to 8th place or 7th is within a second, and then and Bam just goes fast again.
Yes, he does. Wow, they are trading fastest lap times here. This is a really fantastic qualifying session here. For the championship, though, Paz leads by 150. He is in the lead with 157 points, ahead of Bam on 155. So 2 points advantage. That is really close, and they are right there with each other.
Yeah, Bam last week had a brilliant race. I mean, he led from the start, qualified really well, and picked up the fastest lap too and won the race. So, that's from TCR. Sorry, he just got the 26. He got the maximum points. Dorian didn't have the greatest qualifying. Came back in the race, but wasn't able to do enough in order to get the points he needed to in order to extend his championship lead.
There's yellow flags, but that was just because I think the Ferrari was letting Fire Up through. Fire Up coming to the final corner. No, he's gonna pit. Yeah, he's gonna pit. Looked like he was on a fast lap, but maybe abandoned it. And he hits the pit wall. Fire Up.
No.
Oh,
that's commentator's curse right there. Is anyone behind him?
There was a car on the right. I think it was a McLaren, but I don't think anyone hit him. But multiple people are coming into the pits. Fire Up's car spazzing out, but there he goes. We have 2 gone so far. Monkey Mafia, I think he crashed in Sector 1 at the beginning.
Yeah,
there's debris on the pit road. There's front wing all over pit road. That is wow.
Stacking up in the McLaren pits. 5 minutes to go. This isn't exactly the best time for that to happen. But hopefully Fire Up can keep his spot in P6 with the lap time he has.
It is awfully close though. TCR F1 racer, I think, on a flyer. No, he's going to the pits as well. Okay, so people are coming now in, and they're going to come out for their one final lap times. D-Swish, he was on the mediums, but he's not on the soft, so I don't think that strategy was going to work out for him, unfortunately. That would have been an amazing thing if he could have qualified in the top 10 on those mediums, but it's just so close.
It is. It's really tight between the two. I mean, the medium to hard, I mean, although is lesser stop, I just think with the tire compounds, the harder compounds aren't going to be able to heat up as quick. It's going to take time. That's why they're able to last the whole race. Yeah. Whereas I think if you're using the soft and the medium tire, even though you're doing an extra stop, I think you can make that time up because you'll just be so much quicker on the softer compound and able to catch up maybe. It all depends on how everything works out. Safety cars can come into it. We've had a few of those this season where that's changed the dynamic of the race. So there's so much to look forward to tonight, and with almost a full grid.
Steven spins.
Oh no.
Just ahead of his teammate. I don't know if that affected his teammate's lap at all, but Steven spun round. I don't think he's going to get in anyone's way. That's good driving there from him.
Yeah, he's lucky we're not on strict, because if that was on strict, he might have been disqualified for going backwards on track. They considered it as one of Cody's great master pass. I think he's trying to get back to the pits now. So
yeah, I cut a couple corners, but usually that's okay as long as you're not on your lap. You just want to get back to the pits.
Looking like he's just started his lap, so we can go on board.
Yes, he is.
With him. Doesn't set purple in the first sector, but he's only 0.034 off of his fastest laps, or fastest sector, sorry.
Yeah, so this is going to be
really
close.
Yeah.
Going down the straight here, we're going to leave on board here for the rest of this lap. On board with Dorian Alpha, third place in the championship. He could really, I mean there is a pretty big gap, but he could still fight for third here. It's pretty close. TCR F1 Racer in fourth on 94 points compared to Dorian's 96. So this is all coming down to the final races here. I think 4 races to go here.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so this is going to go down to the wire, I have a feeling. Dorian
and he goes
setting
purple.
Yes, sir. Second sector purple.
Now, with that being said, because he was a little bit down on his time in the first sector, it's not going to be right now for pole, but that will improve him to within a 100th of BAM, so he's going to really be close on this.
Taking the car out wide. Coming to the final corner, what's he going to do?
Nice.
Can he challenge for pole position, or maybe just get on the front row? Can the two Renaults be on the front row? Yes, he can.
Yes.
Second place.
Wow. What a
133.5.
If he had a clean first sector, he would have been on pole. His first sector was, it wasn't the greatest, so that's a good lap. That is a good lap. And Motor retires.
Paz on a lap too. See what he can do.
Yes, he is.
After this, we'll go on board with Bam because he's about to start his lap too, and he's the current pole sitter. We want to see if he can improve that 133.4, maybe to a 133.3, or maybe just the low 33s. Because, I mean, in Monaco, he was really going fast there. So he's looking to continue that.
Another one retires.
It's an Alfa Romeo.
Motor retired first, then Astronaut. His last sectors look very clean. This could a little bit lag.
I think lag, or
yeah, it must have been something.
I don't think he improved. He did not improve his lap time.
Oh.
But now with Bam on board in the first sector, braking down here, you want to go right against the apex. Try to get as clean as exit as you can. Get on the traction nice and early. Make sure you don't get any wheel spin. Coming onto the straight, really fast here. DRS wide open here. So I don't know how fast he's gonna go here. I mean,
he is coming into a yellow flag sector, so this is not.
Yeah, there's a racing point off.
Yeah. Oh, and it's on the racing line too.
Oh no.
Oh, that could compromise him a little bit, but let's see what he does here.
Second sector, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, I think this is
not purple.
Not purple, but he's still gone. It's saying he's still faster than his last lap, so this is going to be an improved lap time from what it's saying. But Codemasters has that glitches where it says they go faster, but they don't. So.
Yeah.
We'll
but still, I mean, is looking like it could be pole position here. Going to Shokadia, coming to the second sector, or in the second sector. There's a Haas at the side of the road. More cars in his way. It looks like he's going to get past them, though. But through the final corner with Bam, goes really off the track. That's done. That's lap time over.
His lap time was done just before that. Yeah.
Shokadia with the fastest second sector, but I think he did cut a corner there. I don't know if that's.
He definitely cut the whole corner. So
yeah, I wouldn't say that's.
If that does get pole, that could be considered for under review, but we'll see what happens with that. But that's a little bit too much of corner cut.
That is. That definitely gained him maybe 3 or 4 tenths there. But coming to the final corner, what can Shokadia do? If he improves, that will probably be invalidated. And he does to second. But there was a corner cut there, so that could cause him a bit of trouble.
Because he's moved up, what, 2 spots or 1 spot? 2 spots, right?
No, he was in 3rd, I think.
He was either 3rd or 4th. I can't remember if he was behind Baz. But either way, he has increased his lap time. It was a better lap. And it has moved him up ahead of Dorian, so not too sure how that's gonna go.
Could get some a time penalty. Could maybe get some penalty points. Could cause him a back of the grid penalty. You never know. But that is going to be our qualifying results for this race, and that is Bam on pole by half a tenth of a second. That is really close. Shokadia getting second, but with that corner cut, might affect him later on. Dorian Alpha, the second Renault, in 3rd. Crooner in 4th. Pezosaurus Rex in 5th. Lazo in 6th. Fire Up Flow in 7th. TCR F1 Racer in 8th. D-Swish in 9th. Gotani Weeb in 10th. Steven in 11th. Motor City in 12th. Turkey Whacker, Blim Machine, Astunik, Juan, Robin Hood, and Flavio rounding out the grid.
So, looking at that and looking at the grid, obviously, Gotany Weeb crashed out early on in qualifying, so he will have fresher softs at the end, but he did set his lap time on 2-lap-old softs, so his tire is going to be a lot more used at the start of the race compared to 11th and back, or even 9th and up. So, not the greatest for Gotany Weeb, but hopefully he'll do something in the race.
I mean, there's always a chance of an early safety car, and if there is an early safety car, he can pit, maybe go into the hards and go to the end of the race.
Even a VSC, I mean, a VSC is better because if a VSC comes perfect when you're gonna pit like a lap or 2 later, you might lose that time now, but you're gonna gain it from the stop, right? From the VSC, because it's less of a time that you're in the pits.
Yes, that is true.
That you gain, and it can be a lot of time sometimes. It can be 3-5 seconds as much, so it's going to be a big race around here. I do expect there to be a couple collisions, possibly on their own with spinning, possibly together. It's a tight track.
Abu Dhabi Turn 1 is always known for some decent pileups. 2015 going back there, Pastor Maldonado and came into collisions, I think, with the McLaren Hondas. A really big accident there. So it can be really tough. One little meter, you outbrake yourself and you can go straight into the back of someone. So it's going to be really important. Oh, First Last just pointed out something actually. It was an all French top 4. So come on, America, you got to go a bit faster. B saying I can see the chat on stream. Yep. Spinola, Monkey Mafia is putting out some monkeys. Like some support there. But coming onto the formation lap, drivers going to be looking to warm up their tires ahead of the race.
What's your prediction for top 3? What do you think?
Well, I think Bam, honestly, if he can get away, get a good start, maybe pull a couple seconds, he can easily run away with this one. I don't want to jinx that or anything, give it the commentator's curse, but he's looking really good for this. Dorian Alpha and Shokadia, they were really close, and especially with that corner cut from Shokadia, it could that's not the real pace he has, so Dorian could easily come past him. But I'm thinking it's going to be Bam. I'm going to say it maybe Pazosaurus in second, and I think, let's see, it's not saying the tires. What are they on? There we go. Okay, Steven on the mediums. I have a feeling Steven could go to third. So that's my predictions. Bam, Paz, and Steven, top 3. What about you?
Okay, that's not a bad choice. For you know what, I think the win. I want to say Bam, but I feel like Paz has something up his sleeve. He's been out raced recently, and he's fighting for that championship, and he knows it's getting to the races where it's coming down to you either win it or you lose it. It's that time now. There's no mistakes. You have to give it your all. So I'm gonna go Paz coming up from 5th to win the race. I'll have Bam in 2nd with the fastest lap as well, because I think he'll pit late or something will happen in order for him to get that. And then I'm going to go with another one outside. I think Motor City might get top 3. Although on the soft tires, he does have pace, and if there's a safety car late, I like my chances in a 5-lapper with him.
Wow. So that is a very interesting top 3, I'd say. And I kind of agree with the whole Motor City thing, too. He's sometimes he has some really good pace, so could be interesting from his side. But here we go. I'm coming to the final corner. These guys are going to light up into the grid spots and get ready for this round 12 race of the Silver Class Season 10. And, well, it's going to be really interesting, I'd say.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, usually I'd be racing in this, but I'm happy to be in the booth and giving you a hand.
I'm really happy you're alongside me today.
Hopefully we'll have our main guys back next week, because they are awesome, professional, and I can't remember the
here we go.
I'll let you do lights.
1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. It's the lights out, and away we go. Here, Bam. Oh, it's saying he got a bad. He does get a bad start. Shokadia? Wait, I'm confused. It's saying Robin Hood's leading, even though he's last, but Shokadia leads from Bam. Shokadia with a great start. Dorian Alpha there in 3rd, but yeah, I'm not sure what the standings are saying.
And Paz is up 1 position already. Paz is on the back of Dorian, so Paz must have heard what I said.
There's an Alfa Romeo off, some front wing flying there. The McLaren spun around. That's D-Swish. D-Swish getting spun around there.
Motor as well. Motor
virtual safety car.
So I think Motor is waiting for D-Swish. There must have been some contact, and he wanted to make sure that he waited for D-Swish to come back through before he would go again, which is good from him. Unfortunate with the wing damage, but it might be possible that he can. Oh no, he's got quite a lot of damage on that front wing, so he might have to pit.
TCR F1 race with a 5-second penalty, ignoring yellow flags. That's not good to have on lap 1. But virtual safety car over. Bam, right there behind Shokadia, Dorian Alpha there, and Paz, all top 4 right there with each other. It's going to be interesting to see.
Bruner as well, and then Fire Up isn't that far away from them, so. This is really tough, and it's a good start from everyone, because there's not really a big gap until you get to Turkey Whacker in 11th, so the top 10 is all kind of right there, and they're not far apart.
Dorian running a bit wide.
Backing up the whole field, so this is really going to be interesting to see. And Pat, oh, wait, what? Oh no, okay.
Bam running wide into turn 1. Gives Dorian a really good run here. Could get some slipstream, maybe attack on the straight if he uses overtake. The 2 Renaults battling it out here.
I don't know who's in first anymore. I'm so confused what's going on.
Yeah, the standings are a bit glitched, but Shokadia leading from Bam and then Dorian.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's saying Turkey Whacker's leading from D-Swish, but that's Codemaster's not sure what they're pulling here. Bam getting some really good corners here. He's actually now closer to Shokadia, and he actually might have a run here. He's in a tow. Could he send something up the inside?
I think he's a little bit too far back. I think he's going to wait for DRS here.
Stroka running really wide there, locking up.
Yeah. Bam got a bad exit, but Bam's been using a lot more of his overtake than Skodia is using, so interesting dynamics between the 2 guys. Skodia kind of understands that he can't really get away from Bam.
Here it goes. Bam with a really good run here. Could he try the inside? I makes
Nah,
a
he
look at
thinks
it, but
better.
no. Smart
But this
driving
is
there.
allowing Dorian and Paz to come now because the more they start battling, the more they're gonna bring everyone into it. So if Paz is smart
Oh!
and
Shokadia
no!
spins round! Oh, he got
Is he
2
out?
No, he's not out, but he has to pit. That is him out of maybe contention unless there is a safety car. But wow,
This
Shokadia.
changes everything.
Oh my gosh. Crashing under the pressure, that puts Renault back into 1-2. And the two Renaults here, very close together. These guys could try to battle it out.
And they fight. There is no team orders from this team.
No team orders from Renault.
No team orders from the French team Renault. They allow their drivers to race 100% against each other. There has been times where they have touched as well, so this is going to be interesting to see. And Paz isn't that far behind.
No,
I think
Paz
is playing it smart. He knows he may not have like the pace right now, but what he's doing is he's biding his time, saving his tires, staying within DRS, and then just basically later on in the race, or if something happens between these two, he's going to be able to pick off one of them, right? Because they're not going to be able to double stack. So one of them's going to end up, unfortunately, being further back. So one of these Renaults needs to figure out what's going on and maybe get a gap to the house.
Oh, here we go. This could be it. Dorian with a corner cut in the previous corner, so that's not good, but he thinks better of it again. Bam, running wide. Here they go, side by side here.
He goes for the cutback. Doesn't get it, though. He thinks better. He's going to
Yellow
wait.
flag, sector 2. Crooner spins out, I think. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
it looks
massive.
like...
Oh, wow.
What happened?
Fire up and goats weave. Side by side. Fire up spins out. Oh,
we got one and TCR beside each other.
Safety car.
Safety car.
People are gonna pit, but there's some Crooner went down a couple positions, and I saw Fire up and weave like side by side.
This helps D-Swish, Motor, and Blinn. And even Turkey, because Turkey had to go to the soft tires. So I don't know if he'll stay with that strategy now, but if I was smart and I was him, I would go to the medium tire or at least the hard to at least try and push. I think if he puts on the medium, I would expect another safety car, because no one's out of the race, but there's a safety car probably for a wing on the track, and that can happen quite a lot.
Yeah, so I would say there is another chance of a safety car, because there's so many cars out here still, and it's a really tight circuit, as you could see on stream from the battles between the two Mercedes. That was really close, bumping wheels.
Motor back up to 14th now, so 15th. Sorry, TCR got back in front of him. So you know what? Even though he had that incident in the first corner, oh no, fire up.
Speeding under the safety car.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me before, actually. I know it sounds like something of that's embarrassing, but it's really easy to do. I mean, you're trying to pay attention to the road ahead of you. Maybe there's a car that's going slow, and that delta top right of your screen, it can, you can underestimate it. And
yep, exactly. So and you know what? It happens. Hopefully, like I said, there's another safety car that will bring him back into it, but as we speak right now,
Bam pitting.
Not so good for him. Really?
Bam getting preference in the Renault garage. Garage. Oh gosh.
Yeah, garage.
I was trying
to. Alright, so you know what? I wonder if Dorian thinks there's another safety car and says, you know what? Let's stay in the pits, or let's stay out. Let's make our strategy different.
He could. He very well could, because he's going to be behind that safety car now. It's going to, Bam, getting really good strategy, honestly. I mean, it could have been better. I mean, no, I don't think if he would have double stacked, it would have been better. Dorian kind of getting screwed over here in the strategy. Everyone else on mediums or hards, except for Monkey Mafia and Dorian. Bam going on the mediums, so I think you were correct about people predicting that there could be another safety car here, because those mediums will not last to the end of the race.
Now, the interesting part now, with everyone pitting, the whole dynamic of the race has changed. Because now you've got Flavio on the mediums 4 laps in. He's probably, hopefully, going to do a one-stop. or whatever he's producing. But this gives him track position now, because really and truthfully, those mediums to Bam's mediums, there's not a big difference.
No, not at all. 4 laps.
And he's reserving, so I don't know what his pace is. It's his first race, so he could have very good pace, you know? Like, This is interesting to be able to see, like, the change in the grid positioning. Astronaut, he's been pretty strong in some races, had some misfortunes and some other things happen, so if he can keep it together, that's another good thing. Monkey Mafia in his first race as well, doing not too bad.
Reserves showing up here.
Yeah.
Flavio, he could actually have a really good chance to take the lead here, as long as Juan behind him doesn't have anything to say about it, but I'm sure he does. But in his first race, he could be looking to lead the TCR Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for silver class. That would be an amazing achievement, honestly.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Let's see what Dorian does though, because the safety car is going one more lap.
And he's not going to go in.
Dorian's going to stay out. Yeah, I think at this point he's damned if he does, he's damned if he doesn't.
Needs a bit of luck here.
Monkey Mafia does decide to pit, so he's gonna take the fall down the grid. That's fine though, because it's early in the race. You can work your spots back. You know, it's not a huge deal.
He'd rather be on those fresh tires than have to go out on those more softs. Dorian, however, choosing the opposite, and he is going to stay out on those 5-lap-old softs. I think these tires are maybe good around lap 6 or 7, so the safety car has extended that a little bit. So he'd be looking.
I think he'll get to lap 9. I think that's what he hopes for.
I would think so. Lap 9 or 10, I think, is when those softs would go.
Yeah, you know what? Depending on how much he's used those softs up, he might even be able to go longer and then put on the hards, and it's a definite one stop. You know, like then you're thinking, okay, well, this isn't actually a bad idea, because really and truthfully, now he could really make up the time if he's quick enough on the hards. He could make that gap up to Bamboo and Paz when they have to pit for the last stop, which will probably, I want to say, probably lap 18 to 20, maybe a little bit earlier.
I think those mediums would maybe lap 17 or 18.
Yeah, I think 18 would be perfect, because at the end you're gonna have a fresh set of softs, or not very much used softs, you know, for the race. So
for sure.
Or you put on another set of mediums, you know, whatever you're more comfortable with. So
whatever tire you think is better. But safety car in this lap, I'm just going to run through the grid changes real quick. Dorian Alpha up 2, Flavio up 16. What a drive from him so far. Juan up 13, another good drive. Astunik up 11. Bam down 4, but he, of course, pit, and the other guys mostly pit. But Gotani Weeb up 3, Steven up 2, Mafia up 3, even though he had that pit stop. But we are going to go on board here with Dorian Alpha on the start.
Backing up the grid very much. Now, I remember a couple times in these safety cars where this has happened. Because he's going so...
5-second penalty for Blin.
Yeah, he's going so slow.
Blin completely stopped. He was, at least, completely stopped for a little bit there. I'm looking at the back of the field here. It's really interesting to see how slow it goes. But here goes Dorian. He gets he goes.
Yeah, and I think... That's what he was.
Amazing restart, but really wide.
Well, what he did was he backed up the whole pack so the safety car would get in the pits, and then he knew he could go early, so he could get the jump.
Oh, there's collisions in the pit lane. TCR F1 racer missing half his front wing.
Oh no, Blin's in the pits too.
Yeah, I think Blin had a collision, and Blin was on those hard, so he was looking to go really long here.
As Astronik's Bam. Yeah, Bam and Rex.
Ooh, Juan getting really close to Flavio here. Flavio not getting really close to Dorian. Dorian's actually kind of bolting here, 1.7 seconds. Robin Hood's out.
Wow.
Couldn't see that, but looks like he's crashed in that little fast left-right, you know, turn 3.
Must have hit the wall.
He must have. I think he must have lost the rear end. No safety car for that. But
no, because the field's so far away.
Yeah. And they don't really call out safety cars one after another.
No, not usually. You get this long sector 1, sector 2 yellow flag where no one can move past each other.
Paz looking out, trying to look at a move up. Bam! Looks at the inside. thinks better of it. Astunik and
I'm
Bam both
telling
running
you,
wide.
this is helping Paz out because Bam's gonna struggle to try and get past these guys in front because, like I said, their tires aren't that used.
Aw, here goes Bam round the outside.
This could
Oh,
be bad.
this is gonna be good. Oh! Did the Red Bull spin?
Oh,
There's contact. Oh
he
no.
got loose. I think it's never good to go too wide there. You just get so. Oh my God, Juan hit the wall. Juan's hit the wall. So.
Oh my.
Juan just got wing damage, so I don't know if he's gonna stay out.
Let me see if I can see how much wing damage he has. Surely there's gonna be team orders here. Yes, Juan does let through Paz. Can I see what front wing damage does he have?
This has changed everything in the race.
Oh, so
now,
it's the left end plate he's missing. It's completely gone off the car.
We're gonna have some Stewart's decisions after this race, unfortunately. Like I said, it's never good to go too wide, but it's so early in the race that really and truthfully, one of you should have backed out. And the person that's ahead going into that first part of the chicane, you really should just back off and just wait, because it just never works. One person, like I said, just takes all the air away from the inside guy. The inside guy then can't hold his car, tries to brake, couldn't brake, and luckily didn't collect bamboo in a way that it absolutely destroyed his race. But this has changed everything now.
Yeah.
Especially with the championship on the line right now. This is not good for Bam, unfortunately, after a brilliant start to the race. He's going to be ruined going into the pits for the tire change, because it really did affect his race now.
Good battling here from Steven and Motor City. They were side by side coming down the straight, and again, one after another, changing positions. This is a really good fight here in the midfield. Everyone's so close together. Coming up to Gotani Weeb, down to, I think, Turkey Whacker, or Monkey Mafia.
As looks like he's getting really close now to Flavio. So it looks like he might make a move on the main straight. It's quite close. He's not very, very close, but I feel like in the
fire up pits.
Did he? Oh yeah, because of his safety car.
Yeah.
Drive-through.
Oh yeah, the drive-through.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Oh, this McLaren off his D-swish.
Oh no.
Can't tell if he's missing any wing. He doesn't look like he is, but must have lost that rear end. It's really easy to do that. Paz getting past Flavio. There he goes, down the inside, down the straight. He's passed, and now he's going to be looking to run after Dorian Alpha.
Well, he will have Flavio with DRS, but I think he should be okay. It looks like he has enough of the gap, and it looks like he can now, yes, go and try and catch Dorian right now. Fastest lap has changed from Bamboo to TCR F1 Racer, who has set a 137.9, which is now the fastest lap, which was 9/10 quicker than what Bamboo did at the start.
Yellow flag, sector 3. Who would that be? Sure who that is, but remember when we said Dorian probably would pit around lap 9 or 10. He hasn't pit yet, and it is now lap 10. Those soft tires are probably really screaming at him.
Juan's coming into the pits now. I think that wing damage is causing him too much issues, so...
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. He was really quick. Yellow flag, sector 3. Oh, there's a Red Bull in the wall. It's Steven.
Oh no.
I can't tell if he's missing any wing, but I think he's spun around.
He's not missing any wing. He's good.
Yeah, he just must have lost that rear end, and he is able to continue, but in 14th place. Juan changing his front wing in the pit lane, staying on the medium tires. So those tires now, could he go 18 laps on those?
On the what tires?
Mediums.
No, he's gonna pit again because he started on the mediums.
Oh, so he has to make another stop. Maybe he'll go medium to softs.
Yes, I believe so. I think he could have gone hard, but yeah. As Crooner and Turkey Whacker fighting
battle
for
of the two Ferraris.
A little bit of corner cut from Turkey, but
Tifosi, hold your breath. DRS wide open.
He's gonna go into the outside. He's gonna go for the cutback. He's trying to get, yeah, he couldn't get the switch back. It's a little hard through there, so now kind of has to sit behind him and bide his time.
Running off the track.
Wide.
You guys need to watch their track
all
extensions.
While this is happening, Motor is actually closing down the gap. So back in P9, after all his mishaps and everything, still on the same tires that he started with when he pitted on the first lap. So he's on those mediums. So I would expect him to probably, hopefully, make it enough to get softs. But I'm honestly not sure if he will make it.
Shokadia wait, is it glitching again? I can't. Oh, Flavio. Oh, he's in the pits. Okay, Dorian and Flavio in the pits. Yeah. Race leader in the pit lane. He's on the mediums.
Let's see where Bamboo comes out. Let's see how it's going to affect him and Dorian. Because I think Dorian's going to be way far ahead of him.
I'm not sure what happened to Bamboo. He was. I mean, he was up there.
He had to pit because of the collision with. I believe it was Astronaut.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yes. So Bamboo had to pit, had to replace his wings. So Dorian's come out. Right now, he is I want to say 6 seconds. Oh no, he is almost 10 seconds ahead of Bamboo.
Fire up getting past the E-Swish.
So that's really hurt Bamboo with that extra pit stop and everything that's happened to him. The only good thing is Dorian might have to pit again. I'm not sure if the mediums will make it to the end. It's gonna be tough. He's gonna need a safety car for sure.
Three-way battle here for fourth.
Yeah.
Ferrari, Mercedes. Haven't heard
and
that. Seen that battle for
and
a while.
Motor's coming into it too now. Motor's really gaining.
Oh, there's contact!
No.
Oh no! I think.
Oh no! And Turkey. Oh yeah. I don't know if that Turkey got punctured. Maybe. Oh no, he just got loose.
Oh yeah. So Turkey must have. I think Kruner spun out on Turkey's rear tire.
So yeah, he went for a move up the inside. It wasn't really there.
Oh, he's pitting. He has damage. Kruner has.
Yeah. So Kruner. Not a really good race from the French drivers so far. Scotia, actually, this has really helped him out to get back into the race, if you really think about it, because he hit the wall. He was out of this race at that time.
He was, but now he's back in it.
Yeah, like, he's 6 seconds behind Paz, so it's a big gap to catch up on, but right now it's not looking too bad.
No, I mean...
Lazo in third. This is again, another good drive from another good guy, and it looks like he's going to
yellow
the
flag.
He's got hard then.
Oh, who that was? Oh, there's 3 wide.
Yes,
3 wide between. Oh, it was 3 wide coming to the corner. Oh, this is going to be close. Motor City, Turkey Whacker, and Gotania Weeb. Turkey
Motor's
Whacker
gonna hold the inside. He's gonna hold the inside.
Bit of hard defending there.
Oh.
He forces it up the inside, locks up. Oh, this is good racing.
I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't really. It was good that Motor left the room, because if Motor moved over any more, they came together.
There would have a Turkey Whacker trying to force his way down the inside. Stewards could look at that.
He's worried about Motor getting away because of the tire difference and when they put him on. I think Turkey's got Turkey.
Oh, the Renault coming at Dorian Alpha coming at the Mercedes now.
Oh,
Dorian trying to get back in this race.
Back up. Wow.
Ooh, really close there.
He is flying. I think he's gonna be. Right now, it's looking like Dorian will indeed inherit the lead, and if he doesn't have to pit again, at this pace he's doing, he's cutting down the gap to Paz pretty quick.
He is.
It's only a 17 point gap now. I don't think that's enough in the pit stop here. I think a pit stop here is like 23?
Maybe 22, 23, somewhere around that 20 to 25 second mark. It also depends on when you, how good of a pit stop you can get, because some drivers can mess up the clutch and get held for a couple seconds.
what Paz needs right now is hopefully for the medium to last. If that doesn't happen, you then need the safety car, because if it comes on later in the race, I think Dorian has no chance but has to change his tire. Because he's just going to be eaten up by everyone else who has changed around him, you know?
Turkey Whacker getting past Motor City. Sorry for the interruption.
No, that's fine.
Wow, that was, I mean, it was a lot cleaner than last time, but now here comes Dorian Alpha trying to get back in this three-way battle, four-way battle almost for.
Full motor gets loose.
Oh, Dorian's up the inside. Can he do it? Side by side, coming into the final corners.
Oh,
oh no!
Dorian just turned on him.
Oh, motor getting spun around. Does he have wing damage?
Motor was still there. Dorian still had to leave him the space, and he just didn't leave him. And it was like maybe he thought he wasn't there, but that's really unfortunate to see. That was some really good battling between them all.
Was.
So a few things to look at, obviously, after the race with everything that's gone on. So really interesting race so far. And we're only 14 laps into the race. We're halfway through now. As Kruna sets the new fastest lap too.
Dorian on Turkey Whacker, side by side down the straight. DRS is gonna come flying past.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And Turkey Whacker
so much more speed.
Could have turned in a lot earlier to get some slipstream, but maybe he's letting that go.
Ooh, really big lockup.
Double lockup there.
Right now, yeah, he's really using it. He's gonna flat. They're gonna have a flat spot by the time he's done, because with the amount of times he's had to lock up and almost miss the corner a couple times, those tires are not gonna be very nice. They're gonna be so again.
You gotta treat him nice to, you know, in return you'll get treated nice by the tires, but he's really hurting those. Turkey Whacker's still kind of staying with Dorian, but through this final sector, Dorian's pretty quick. And Turkey Whacker with constant lockups, I don't know if that's gonna be constant.
Well, Dorian has put another 2 seconds closer to Paz. So it's only a 15.3 second gap, but obviously, like I said, with the unfortunate coming together with Motor, it's really, after the race, it's going to be interesting to see. Motor pits.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of Motor, Fire Up and him were really close when he pits. I don't know if he has wing damage.
He might have minor, because it doesn't look like he had any damage on screen, but he might have had some minor. But I just think his tires would be cooked by that time.
Especially by that spin.
So he's
always a 5-second penalty.
Oh, he had a 5-second. Oh, no. Oh, and they are changing the wing.
Yeah, so really costly stop.
You know what? And I don't think he had to stop. He had to stop again anyway. Like, the 5 seconds was going to have to be placed, but
I think Robin Hood crashed. Oh, there's a McLaren off. It's Blinn.
Oh no.
Blinn spun around, I think. That turn 2, turn 3, claiming another life. Blinn's then more rear end. That rear end is really trying to snap on him. And he spins around through the hairpin. Oh no. Gave it a bit too much throttle there.
Yeah. Once you overheat the tires, it's so hard here to cool them down. Especially when you're on the softer compounds.
That's unfortunate. Those tires are probably done now.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 laps on those tires already is pretty tough. So, that must have been really tough then. Trying to recover, trying to cool down 7-lap old tires. You can just see through the corners. He's really struggling with that rear end.
Interesting to note, Scotty has closed down the gap a little bit, but not a lot considering where it was when he was in second. So Paz is kind of just keeping it together. Dorian's made a move on Lazo.
Yes, he has. I missed that.
So Dorian's, I did too. I just caught the end of it where it's seen it. But Dorian up to third now.
Flavio.
13 seconds away.
D-Swish in the pit lane. Oh, they're side by side in the pits. They were side by side. Could be a good pit battle. Racing Point versus McLaren.
Who's got a quicker pit crew? Oh, D-Swish with a
D-Swish gets a good launch out. And yeah, McLaren staying ahead.
Gained a little bit of an advantage too, I would think.
Oh, here they go. Turkey Whacker and Gotani Weed.
Oh, Motor Pushing it again. Oh,
Blin retiring and Motor retiring.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they're so far back that they would need a safety car for anything to happen. It's possible that it does, but I just feel like he's at the point where, you know, he was having such a good race. I mean, he was up in fighting with P6, you know, P5, P4, even. So to
I think
lose
Deesh was
out
spun
on,
out.
yeah,
No, he didn't.
to lose out with that, it's unfortunate to see. But there's still 9 laps to go, so...
There's plenty of time. Oh, Dorian
Yeah.
really... Oh, that's going to be reviewed by the stewards. He cut the corner, then track extended even more. Some mistakes from Dorian Alpha there. That can cause him some trouble. Currently, he's on the podium with a little bit of bad luck, especially with his teammate pitting under that safety car, taking advantage of that when he couldn't.
Yes, and Bamboo hasn't really made any moves. Like,
No, speaking of that, I think he just did. He did. He just made a move
yeah,
on
he's just
fire.
made a move. I mean, I haven't really... He might have made a few moves, but what I feel like is... Bam's very much out of the picture as we speak. At least in the fact that I don't think Dorian's going to pit again. I think he's going to try and take those to the end. Whether or not that can happen, I'm not too sure, but the safety car definitely did help him in order to get to the point where he is now. Paz is on 11 lap old mediums. Usually you can get, 15 to 20 laps out of the mediums at certain tracks. I can't see Paz getting to the end, but his tires aren't looking that bad from the outside looking at them. I don't know about the onboard. We don't have that ability to see that, but it's going to be interesting coming to the end here to see what happens.
I'm gonna watch him, see if his rear end goes out in any of these corners, kind of just to show what his tires are like. Looks like he's taking it really smooth, really conserving those tires, which is
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because
Sector 3. I think S10
I think
spun.
that's Astronaut, yeah, and Steve.
And then TCR F1 Racer getting past
And
Steven there.
V-Switch coming into this now. We got battles everywhere.
The battle for last year. The battle for the wooden spoon.
Yeah, basically, yeah, exactly. And then you got a big gap to Crooner, then Flavio.
Steven
A
pitting.
little bit behind.
Steven's gonna go take that wooden spoon.
Yeah.
TCR F1 Racer spending a fastest lap on 1 lap old mediums.
Yeah, so laps are coming in quick and fast now. If you're pitting that many times, I would think so. Like I said, from here, I believe the softs will make it to the end, as Dorian did show, with help of the safety car. But you take those 2 laps from qualifying, and obviously your out lap, so that should give you the 10 laps that you would need to make it to the end. So softs should be fine for now.
Ooh, so going on board with Monkey, he had a really good chance. Fire overtook him. He had a really good chance to re-overtake him, but then he shifted up way too late. Coming onto the straight, he got stuck in 3rd, and then he waited like a second or two to shift up to 4th. So struggling there with the gear shifts.
Exactly. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. So, as TCR looks like he makes a move on 1, so that's another move for him.
So we were talking about Paz and his tires, if he can make it to the end. But behind him, Shokadia is on 2 lap older mediums. So, do you think he can make it to the end? I don't know.
Looking at his tires, I don't think so. Because as you look at the difference between the two, I can start to see where Paz is really starting to grain a little bit, but not a lot. Whereas you see the right-hand front on Scodia's... Oh, Juan's retired? Was that in the pit, though? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you look at Scodia's... Oh, safety car!
Oh, wow!
Wait, what?
That changes things.
Did he? Oh wait, no, he didn't. He crashed out at the last corner. Oh
I
no!
don't see where.
One's retired it in the wall. Like right there, out of the last corner, he must have spun and hit the wall.
Oh my! So that changes things massively. Paz.
This really helps Paz out.
It does. Paz and Shokadia.
Honestly, it helps everyone. Because
Except
now
for Fire
looking
Up.
at it, well, no, I think it helps Fire Up out.
Oh, he pit already. I think he just pit on that lap before. I think on those tires.
But what it will do is allow him to catch back up to the field where he's had his safety car incident, we had to do a drive-through, his crash in qualifying, so he's not really had a great, strong race. But this is a chance to make it, up and make the positions and get some points, because there are points out there to me.
Race leaders in the pits.
All top 3, top 4 are in. I would expect everyone's coming in to put on softs for the last probably 5-lap shootout, like I said.
I don't think so. Botany we going in at 5, P6 in, P7 looking like. See a Flavio.
Yeah, looks like everyone's putting on softs. Yeah.
Yes.
And this is another thing. This helps Bam out enough to get him back into top 3. Or sorry, top 4 at least.
It does, but look at Fire Up and Steven. Fire Up and Steven are gonna be. They don't have to pit, so they're gonna overtake some people in the pits. And if these tires do go off, I think Steven at the end could have a really big advantage.
Yeah, I don't think Steven's gonna get anyone. He's too far back.
Oh no, you're right.
On the other hand, Fire Up definitely will pick up a few spots here.
And he does.
Most of the guys are
Top
coming
10.
out, so yeah. Yeah,
The points on the cards now.
Like I said, after that safety car, I mean, this has helped him. Kruner's gonna have to serve a drive-through within the last next 3 laps after the safety car is over, so that is really gonna hurt him. His race is, unfortunately, I think that's the end of his race, at least for points, because he's gonna be so far behind.
So Gatani we pit, and I thought he was gonna go on the softs, but instead he went on to the medium tires. I'm not sure if he didn't have any soft tires left. But that is really unfortunate for him, because he's up there in 5th. If he had the softs, he could really have a challenge, but instead I have a feeling he's going to go down. Turkey Whacker stayed out, so he's on 2-lap-old mediums, and TCR F1 Racer on 3-lap-old. Astunik staying out on 11-lap-old mediums. I'm not sure what the strategic benefit of that is.
I think there's some glitch in the game too. So I don't know if Turkey actually, because I thought I seen Turkey Whacker pit.
I thought I saw him too.
Yeah, I thought I saw him pit, so I think there might be a glitch.
Might be.
We'll find out after the race. We'll find out what tire is on or not, if they can make it to the podium.
Stunek really struggled with his rear, so he needs to pit. I wouldn't understand why he wouldn't pit this lap, even though he will end up last.
He likes to overweave.
Oh yeah, he's in the pits. Almost ran to the back of Bam.
Yeah, he loves to overweave. I was behind him last week. He hit the wall. So. Interesting. He has an interesting tactic to warm up his tires. That's all I will say.
It does. I think weaving a bit too much is can really overheat your tires, and I think that's why he was really struggling with those rears.
And now he drops down to behind D-Swish, so obviously, positioning-wise, everything from the start of the race is kind of all over the place, because you got Cream down in 12th, he started top 4, you got Bamboo, who was on pole, is now in 8th, you have Dorian, Skodia, and Pazarex were all in different positions too, so Dorian's actually the only one that I think has stayed in position. So I think Dorian and Skodia are the only 2 other than Astronaut to stay in their positions. Everyone else has either gone up or gone down in a position, so crazy.
Bam down 7
Absolutely
positions.
Crazy. And that's what I'm saying, that's the number right there, that incident that, could have been avoided by either of them backing out. It wasn't just one person causing the incident. It was a little bit of both, not give and take. So really cost him. And you know what, for battling for a championship, this could cost him. You know, it could cost him the championship because right now Paz is in first and he's in eighth. He's only gonna get, I think, 4 points.
4 points. Well, Paz can get 25.
Possibility to get 25.
Shokadia right there, though. You can see this is his best chance to come. You know, try to attack.
Safety car in this lap? Yeah.
Safety car is in this lap, so this is where it all ends. Make a mistake, there's no coming back from that. Because I don't think another safety car would come out. Maybe a VSC, but not to the extent of this.
It's possible the safety car comes out if it happens straight away, if it's a big enough incident, but I doubt it.
Here they go.
As goes, yeah.
Chokadia right behind, not getting as good as a start, but Dorian right behind them as well. On board with Dorian here, battle for the top 3. Dorian gets a really bad exit out of the final
and I honestly...
Fire up, fire up. Oh, there's a massive pile up. TCR F1 Racer and fire up.
Oh no.
Oh no. TCR F1 Racer's still in it, but I think he's stuck. Oh, that just shows the extent of the damage. Oh no. And he retires as well.
Honestly, I would just retire from there. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, that's a really bad, unfortunate incident to happen there. TCR, I think he just got, unfortunately, caught up in it. Scody and Paz now back and forth on the straight, weaving, trying to catch each other's drafts. In the meantime, Dorian is really closed up. Lazo is right there. Garniweed is a little bit further back, but with what's happening, I just like what Lazo is doing.
Oh, there's a Steven spun round. He spun after the straight.
Uh-oh. There we go. They're all really close, the front 4. It's so close.
This is amazing. This is an amazing way to end this race, because these guys are all really just kind of away from each other. It's a pretty big gaps. More yellow flags. Oh, it's Steven again. Oh, I'd say he needs to retire at this point. He's that wooden spoon.
He might just finish it out just in case anything happens. You know, any other person. You know, Kruner's still got to service his drive-through, so it's still a possibility with the ability of people crashing out. But yeah, doesn't always happen.
Really close here between the top 4 still. Lazo looks like he's the one more likely to make a move here. Oh, the Shokadia running wide, cut in the corner. And he has a penalty from that, and Dorian comes flying past him.
He's got to back out, yeah.
Oh no.
And, Lazo didn't
couldn't get past him. But he's going to get DRS. Well, I don't know if Shokadia will. Oh no, his DRS isn't online yet. Not bad. It was a costly mistake for Shokadia.
And Steven has DNF too, so
yeah. He
decided to think better of it. That's fair enough.
Battle for the wooden spoon here between D-Swish and Kruner. I think D-Swish is disconnected. I think it has an X on his name. Oh, there's contact! I think his AR card, D-Swish's AI card just punted Kruner out of the way. So
it probably glitched. It probably glitched when he rejoined the lobby, so yeah.
Oh no.
That would have happened, so unfortunately, that's another Cody's for you. It sometimes can happen where they glitch.
I don't know if that could.
The lead, this is interesting. Because Scody has really fallen off.
And Dorian Alpha is having some incredible pace right now, keeping up with Paz. Could really start to challenge here. Yeah, Shokadia falling back, Lazo falling back, so the top 2, this is it. This is the battle for the race win. Pazosaurus and Dorian trading fastest laps.
Interesting to note, sorry, just to interrupt.
Oh, you're good.
Dorian is 1 warning away from a penalty.
That is interesting, actually. And he did kind of cut the corner before, so...
Yes, so it is possible that, you know, this isn't over with yet. This possibility that, has really, you know, with everything that's gone on today, even though Dorian might win it today...
Here goes, battle for the lead. Dorian going on the outside, Paz on the inside, side by side coming to the corner.
What a
keeping it clean.
defense from both.
Really good
He's
shot
good.
there. Dorian gets past, but
Dorian a
Paz is
little
going to have the
bit
slipstream here. Not having enough straight line speed to keep up with him, though. Dorian is going to keep the lead unless Paz sends it up the inside, and he doesn't. But
No,
Dorian
he's
takes the
He's
lead
gonna think
of
better.
this race on lap 24-28. 4 laps to go.
I honestly think Paz is gonna be okay, but Dorian's got a lot of ERS to use.
Does, and it looks like he's already kind of pulling away here.
This all
It does, because that penalty
Paz
is...
doesn't have any. Paz doesn't have any, whereas Dorian has 3 or 4, and one of those that we saw was very much a corner cut.
Very much, I
And
would
he
say.
also has his, don't forget about the incident with Motor too, so that's gonna come into play too.
That will, so this
So,
race win isn't decided yet.
It's never over, but you know what? Anything can happen. So, you know, on the day, it's a good drive from Dorian no matter what.
Bam, getting a penalty. Bam's out.
Oh no, that's not
I wonder
good.
what happened
He
there.
retired. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Maybe
All I will say is,
Oh, he retired in the pits.
yeah, he did retire in the pits. So I think something's happened on the track or something. I'm not too sure. Because I don't think you would give up just because you're getting a point or you're getting 2 points, right? Those 2 points could go towards your championship. I think something else has happened.
Letting Flavio past. He just lifted off on the straight and let him past. Maybe there's some sportsmanship there.
Yeah. As for, I believe it's Dorian now, pulled out a 1.6 second gap. So, really and truthfully, no matter what, it's been a really good drive from Paz, and I'm pretty sure he's going to extend his lead at the top, because Dorian's a little bit too far behind them right now, wasn't he? He was like 96 points?
Yes, I just realized that is massive for the championship. 2 points in it, and Bam is going to get 0 today, while Paz can get currently 18.
Correct, exactly. So, with all that being said, if I'm him, I would save all my ERS for the last lap.
Get that one final point.
And I would get that final point, exactly. Put that exclamation point on the race. Give yourself 19 points. That's 19 points more than Bamboo had. Now you almost have a full race gap again.
Yes.
So with that being said, the next race comes into play. He won, let's say, just theoretically, he won that and Bamboo was second, even if Bamboo had the fastest lap. He'd have enough points then that he'd have a gap, a race gap, right?
Yes.
With 2 races to go, at the next race, all he has to do is finish ahead of Bam, wherever it is on track, and he would be crowned champion. So, a lot to still play for, obviously, with this race and still 3 races left.
Shokadia could actually pass Paz here.
And I think that's why he can't save any ERS, is because, again, another person has caught up to him to try and make a move. Excuse me, I think the tires are starting to
go off.
Wear a little bit.
But I don't think that fastest lap might be possible, especially when he has no ERS from defending.
He doesn't have any ERS because he's having to use it all to keep Scudia behind him. But again, it's been a really good race from a lot of the guys here tonight, especially the guys that are still finishing the race. Scudia, after his unfortunate incident in the first couple laps after taking the lead, crashing. Then you had, obviously, with Dorian having to stay out. Oh, that was wide.
That was wide from Shokadia.
Yeah. Dorian having to, like I said, stay out, not having to be able to pit, and making the strategy work. The safety car at the end has helped him a little bit more, but I still think with the tires he had on, I think he would have possibly won the race, if not had a really good points finish. Lazo's done very well today. Got any weebs we haven't said much about Lazo, got any weeb. But they've really been strong today in 4th and 5th.
They have.
Turkey Whacker getting some good points in 6.
Oh, here we go.
Ashwick
Battle for
getting back in
second.
7. There we go.
Shokadia down the
There
inside.
we go.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact.
Still there. Paz.
Paz cuts the
Careful.
corner a little bit, but overall, Shokadia gets ahead.
I think
Paz trying to put it
gonna-
around the outside.
Yeah.
At this point now, what he can do, if he thinks he has the pace, which we know he does, he could stick behind Shokadia. Oh no, the final lap's next. I completely forgot. We are at the end of the race here, coming onto the final lap. That is a
We're
crucial
coming on to the
move.
final lap with Dorian in the lead, going into the last corner, starting the last lap right about now as we go into turn 1. But we've also got Scodia and Paz, but Paz is enough behind him where he will get, right now he get DRS, but he might not in a second.
Losing a lot. It was 5/10 in a turn 1, 7/10 now. And these couple of corners can decide this second place here.
Well, it's right here where he gets the line, and he's really closed up, so...
So he will get DRS, but with
Yes, he will.
how much ERS he has, I can't see on my screen. But
Yeah,
Shokadia getting a great exit.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
got
now
a better
9/10.
exit. But you know what, that DRS, look at how much he's gaining just from the DRS.
It is. So he could have a chance here, depending on how good his braking is.
Doesn't have too much of... Oh, yeah.
Good braking from
yeah.
Paz.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is the braking of a champion, I'd say.
Good exit. Yeah, good exit, too.
DRS.
Fuel's on low, but I think he's okay. I don't think he can get the win.
No.
Sorry, I don't think he can get him, but this still puts him in a good position for a podium still, so like I said, he's still a little bit ahead of Lazo, and that's what he wants to make sure that he stays. And he wants to stay close enough to the top two.
But
Because
either
like
way,
we said, with things happening that happened in this race that could be looked at, could not be. You know, we only got to see it for a moment. They'll get to see it for longer. But with that being said, you know, it's still a
sorry
good
to
outing
interrupt,
for
but
Paz.
Dorian coming to the final corner. He's had an amazing race, and now he's going to win. The fireworks go off. Dorian Alpha is your race winner. Shokadia coming around in second. Pazosaurus in third, extending.
penalty.
No! Penalties! Paz gets second, so that's 18 points to his championship.
So 18. Yes.
Lazo coming up in fourth. Botania Weave in fifth. Turkey Whacker crossing the line in sixth. Astunic crossed the line
Good
seventh.
finish for him.
Flavio
Flavio,
and
right, yeah.
that was really close between them. Monkey Mafia coming across in ninth. Crooner is going to get the final point. And I would say that's rightfully deserved. And there it is. That is your top 11. Only 11 finishers. D-Swish actually was disconnected, so technically you only have 10 finishers.
Yes.
Monkey Mafia getting the driver of the day for his first race in TCR, so that is an amazing finish for him, I would say. But there's your podium. Dorian.
Yep.
What a race from him.
What a race from what a race from the top three. We had such good battles throughout the entire race, especially from these front guys at the start before all the mishaps, all the safety cars, everything that happened. But brilliant performance from the top three. Paz really taking a stranglehold on the title now with that 18-point increase gap on Bamboo now, so that's really good to see. Do we do the do you do like top three after, or do
we're gonna do the top three. So in a second, we're gonna invite Dorian, Paz, and Shokadia.
I'll do that right now because
Okay.
you will be on stream, so I can just do that for you while you go through the grid order.
Yeah, but anyway, so your grid order: Dorian Alpha in first, winning the race. Pazosaurus extending his championship by 18 points, so that's going to be massive for him. Shokadia in third, Lazo in fourth, Gotani Weave in fifth, Turkey Whacker in sixth, Astunic in seventh, Flavio in eighth, Monkey Mafia in ninth, and Crooner in 10th. That is your finishing order. And then D-Swish, Bam, Steven, Fire Up, F1 Racer, Juan, Motor City, and Blinn, and the others. I couldn't see the rest, but they did not finish this race, so that is 0 points for them.
Yes. Alright, now I'm just going to add them to the group so that they can join. Okay. Alpha. Okay, I guess I'll go through friends list.
Sorry for the wait, but that was
Just getting
honestly
it.
an amazing race from those drivers. Silver class never failing to put on a show. What did you
That
think about
is.
the race?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Honestly, unfortunately, I wasn't in there. Like I said, wasn't feeling too good for racing today. I didn't want to cause anything. So, but with that being said, my Silva class, we as a group, they showed up tonight. They put on a really good race for everyone to see. Hopefully, all the people watching enjoyed it, because I certainly did. I know you did. So, I'm just happy that that happened. And they put on a good race, and I'm really happy for that.
Yeah, I would say, and for 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 Dorian Alpha, sorry, not for Dorian, for Paz, him extending his championship advantage, he was on 157 points. That is going to go up by 18. So, bam, with the final 4 races to go, is going to be so tough to catch up. It's possible, especially if Paz can, have a little bit of bad luck. It's never over in F1. It's never over to that final checkered flag. But really good. Now our drivers are joining us here.
Dorian, can you do me a favor? Can you add Scodia to the chat thing because it won't let me add him as a friend?
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Thank you. And I will add Paz right now. Oh, I guess I already did add him as a friend. It was just being weird.
Okay.
Whoever gets to it first, doesn't matter. Just trying to get Paz in here. And we'll go through it and
Okay.
there we go. Should have everyone able to join now. There we go. We just need one more person and then we'll be good
Nobody
to
has joined.
start.
All right. Before we start, please make sure you're in your settings. People can see or can hear you. Make sure it's you can hear party chat. We are on stream. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep, we're good.
All right. Dorian Alpha. What a race from you, man. That was class. That safety car, that really honestly put you stayed out after the safety car. And what did you think? Did you think you could still win this race when you had to stay out on the softs?
No, I thought I had a pretty good chance of coming second because my teammate I know was quicker than me, but all I really wanted to do was to finish in front of Shoko and Rex because I was in front of them before. So I wanted to push. I wanted to come in, but I decided not to because then you lose too much time. So I just decided to try to get the perfect restart under the safety car, and then I'll try to push as much as possible to make up some time.
That was a really good choice for you strategically, I would think. Your teammate not finishing. Oh, yeah, he did not finish his race,
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah, he had coming together with the Red Bull earlier in the race, and unfortunately,
Okay.
was just never able to come back to it. But my one question actually for you, Dorian, was earlier in the race, when you were catching up, trying to catch up to Paz and Scodia back. This was when you were on the mediums after you just pitted. You had a little collision. From your point of view, what did you think about that too?
Was it with? I know it was with one of the alphas.
It was with motor. Just want to get your outlook.
So after under the bridge,
Yeah.
like that little structure, coming into that, he made a mistake, and I got a run on him. Like I really did not want to lose time. He made a mistake. I got a better run coming out of the corner because I took the inside line.
Yeah.
He made a mistake, and so technically I was on the outside, going into the right hander, So I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. Like I thought I was ahead, and I turned and he was there. So I mean I didn't turn into him. I left him
Yeah,
space because he had space in the inside.
yeah.
But um I mean I was
It's
quicker,
just an
so I thought
unfortunate thing that
yeah
happened. That's what you kind of saying, yeah.
yeah like I didn't
It's
mean
just that
to
unfortunate coming
just
together,
turn into
yeah,
him now. Yeah.
yeah. No, I got you in that. But honestly, other than that, fantastic race. You had brilliant pace. You were able to catch up to pass him, and kind of just run away with the lead at the end. So you had a really strong race. Should we go to second place, man?
Yes, I think we should. Pazosaurus, what a race from you, man. Extending your advantage in the championship by 18 points. What do you think about that? How happy are you?
Judging by how today started off, that was a very good result for me because my PS4 was not working as of an hour before the race. I ended up fixing it because it had power problems. I had to break it all apart and put up together some of the components on the inside again, and then had an hour of practice beforehand, and that was it.
Wow. Well, that just makes your drive even more mega. But like I said, you're leading the championship now by, well, I think 20 points. That is. Yeah, I think 20 points. You're leading the championship. So, depending on how you finish, that's already almost a full race advantage there. So, just give me a little bit of insight how that feels and what is your strategy going to be in these next couple of races.
Definitely feels pretty good, especially after I had that gap coming into, I think it was up into Austria when I ended up making that mistake after the safety car. I was really in a position to win that race and extend my gap even further, but I ended up losing the lead there by whenever I had a 20-point gap, and Bamboo ended up winning and getting a full 26 points out of that. But yeah, nice to kind of have a little bit more room to breathe, a little bit of pressure off. It's been some intense fighting back and forth with him since then, and yeah, just gonna really put in some practice to get good at the next circuits coming up, so that I can make a good run and hopefully come away with the championship.
All right, Kano, do you have any questions for him?
Ah, you hit nail on the head. You asked everything. Just congratulations on the top two. Fight until the end. Obviously, the penalty brought you back up a second, but really good considering what did happen to Bam. You took full advantage of it and have helped yourself really and truthfully.
Thank you.
All right, now moving to Shokadia. Shokadia, you finished third after really close to being in second. Just kind of tell me what those last laps were feeling like, and what did you think you had any chance to win the race after you were in second for such a long period of time?
Okay.
Oh, Dorian
So
has to translate for him just so he can understand. Scodia's English
Oh,
isn't the
okay.
best. So when maybe kind of simplified it for Dorian because Dorian's gotta then explain it to him in French so that he
Okay,
can.
Dory, just ask
I
him
got it.
how those final laps were for him and what did you feel?
Ok. Il demande comment tu te sentais pendant les derniers tours.
Dis-leur bonsoir et je pense que j'aurais pu gagner sans mon erreur dans la chicane. Je pense que j'étais plus rapide que Rex et que ça aurait pu le faire sans ma pénalité.
Okay, he says he thinks he could have won without the mistake he made in that chicane. He think he had the pace of a Rex, so without that mistake, he probably would have played to win.
Okay. I like and honestly, he had such good pace at the start that I could honestly have seen that could have happened because he got the lead at the start. He was leading it. Yes, Bam put him under pressure, but I think they could have fought back and forth with each other, if not for his unfortunate, spinning at the last corner or just before it. So yeah, definitely great race from all the lads tonight, especially our top three. Thankful that you guys would let me do the comms tonight instead of racing with you. Enjoyed watching it instead of being in it as well. But I'll be back for next week. Let you finish it up, Mr. Yippo.
All right, so yeah, like you said, amazing driving from all of the drivers here, all 20 of us, of them, not us. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you Kano for giving up his race to be alongside in the commentary box for me. I really appreciate that. Thank you to the TCR officials who work so very hard to keep this league running smoothly. Thank you. Shout out to our affiliate sponsor, Fanatec. Link in the description. They have some really cool gear. Check that out. But that has been the round 12 of Silver Class. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have been flying Jippo. Alongside me is Conoloft. And, well, I hope you have a great night. See you later.
Thanks, us.